Tuesday's budget has sparked an exodus at the Provincial Capital Commission. Over the last 24 hours, 3 municipal politicians have resigned from the PCC. They are angry and do not like the province's plan to sell off as many as 100 so-called surplus properties and buildings. The province is hoping to raise more than $700 million by doing that, but some of the real estate is managed by the PCC. CTV's Louise Hartland reports.
The Steamship Terminal building, Crystal Gardens, St. Anne's Academy, all pillars of downtown Victoria, all controlled by the Provincial Capital Commission, and all could be up for sale.
This is a part of our history and our community that would be lost forever when really they should be protected forever.
Saanich councillors Dean Murdoch and Nicola Wade both resigned from the PCC board this morning. Murdoch says Finance Minister Kevin Falcon's announcement that the province plans to sell surplus properties to raise hundreds of millions of dollars to balance the budget was the nail in the coffin.
The recent announcement of the intention to sell Crown-owned properties within the capital region, I decided that that's something with which I fundamentally disagree and would not be participating in.
So it's not the principle of disposing of property, it's more the issue that the PCC board doesn't have any major influence in what happens.
Jeff Young resigned from the board yesterday. The Victoria councillor questions the power of the PCC.
Most lately, we've been required to run any major decision past ministry staff, which really means that the board doesn't have much impact at all.
The chair of the PCC is taking the resignations in stride.
In fact, these resignations bring the board down to a more manageable size, where it can be more effective in carrying out its business.
The finance minister stopped short of saying which properties are being considered, but says the sales will be a gradual process over a 3-year period.
They're non-strategic, they're not assets that are currently in use, they're not going to be assets that are used or realized or needed for future hospitals or schools or what have you.
The Provincial Capital Commission controls land all over the CRD, including parcels along the TCH south of Goldstream. The opposition says this is not the time to be selling property.
It once again shows short-sightedness, it shows mismanagement by this government, and shows their desperation for the election next year.
A move the Liberal government says it needs to make to balance the books and keep the province on track for the future. Louise Hartland, CTV News, Victoria.